Hey guys, this is Moriarty,
And Crypto Spook.
and today we're playing a game called LiveLock.
Is it Unity?
I don't think it is.
Looks pretty.
This game is super cool.
I like it, just from what I'm seeing in the menus.
It's a drop-in, drop-out, multiplayer, top-down, dual-stick shooter thing?
Dual stick? What? This is meant for peasant sticks?
This is meant for peasant sticks, and it does it well.
You know, I immediately thought that when I saw it pop up and show you a picture of the spacebar. I'm like, that meant to say X. They meant X. Or A.
X or A, absolutely. I don't recommend this with the mouse, but you can still play it with the mouse quite fine. It doesn't actually hurt you to play with the mouse, but I think that this was designed for a controller, and it does it really well. This is a super neat game.
Oh, did you happen to break out your $100 Steam controller?
I thought about it.
You thought about it. So how many games have you thought about using your Steam controller with?
About 4.
Have you ever used it in a game, intentionally, in the last 3 months?
Not in the last 3 months.
And how long have you had it?
I bought it when it was announced.
Take a guess at how long ago that was.
6 or 7 months, or 10 or a year.
Fact check says...
Holy sh**.
Is it like a year and a half?
It came out in November.
So, almost a year.
Almost a year.
You have had this Steam controller for literally almost a year and have not intentionally used it one time.
I played CSGO with it once, and it was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't do what I expected it to do.
So from what I've heard, you can use it well for Rocket League, and that's about it.
That probably makes a lot of sense. I would probably use it for Rocket League if I played that game. One of the things I really enjoyed at the beginning was the quality of the cutscene.
Yeah, this is like all animated. Like they paid somebody in Japan to do this crap. Or most likely Korea. How big is the studio that made this?
Small.
Really? They did a really good job on these cutscenes. And the voice acting doesn't sound atrocious.
Everything was fine. The nice thing is that while it had a long introduction, I could have skipped it at any point, and I chose not to.
That said, can we skip? That's really nice. This looks great. This kind of reminds me of XCOM a little bit. It's a live-action XCOM.
I guess you could say that. It's more like, I don't know, Torchlight? Things like that? It's just a shooty Torchlight. I don't know what this genre is, but this has a genre.
So I can't tell if you're evil or not. Are you evil?
I don't know. Maybe?
This is like some kind of like after humanity type thing. Because you're a robot fighting robots.
You are a human intellect that has been transposed into a robot body.
So you're H+.
You are H+. You are fighting human intellects that have been put into robot bodies that have forgotten that they are human.
What? That's a pretty cool concept.
It's a pretty cool concept. I like the story a lot. That being said, I also love the gameplay.
The gameplay does look really fun. And the graphics for it are excellent.
Everything's cool. It looks good. It plays well. It's definitely a controller game, but you can play it perfectly fine with a mouse. I love the destruction. I love the fact that
The destruction is really nice.
you can just blow up cars. I mean, look, there's little cars, and you just walk through them or shoot them, and they explode. And
How freaking big is this guy?
he's big.
He's
He's as
huge.
big as a plane right there. So
You're about a story and a half tall, it looks like.
pretty big. Pretty big. And you can just go through and wreck stuff. It's drop-in, drop-out multiplayer as well, which is super cool.
Did you try that out?
I'm in a public server right now.
That's what this is?
Yes.
So this is like a story mode that's drop in, drop out multiplayer?
Yes.
That's cool. I'm glad they did that.
It's really neat. When somebody joins your game, a dropship comes down, it drops on the ground, they step out of the dropship, you're fighting together. If you complete your mission, you get back in your dropship, they can stay there as long as they want.
Does it increase the difficulty when like more people join?
Presumably?
That would be good. The monsters of this world grow stronger.
Yeah, it didn't do the Borderlands and tell me that it had gotten harder, but I imagined that it would get harder if there's 4 people versus 1. If it didn't, that would be kind of silly.
Now, were you able to pick the color of your Ray Blast?
I was not, but I did choose this guy because he was purple.
I kind of figured. I was going to say, because purple's your favorite color, and you've got a purple dome underneath you, and you've got purple laser beams coming out of your gun. That screams Moriarty in all things. Thinks he's some kind of royalty or something.
It's not my fault that purple's the best color.
It is most certainly not. I would argue that gray is the best color.
That's not a color, that's a shade of light.
Because gray also has, yellow in it. As I have said many videos ago.
Yes, the greatest shade of gray is yellow.
Are those impending explosions, dropship spots?
They are
Can't
mines.
tell what those were. Oh.
So you can upgrade your abilities. I didn't find a way to do it while in a game, so I don't think you can just kind of upgrade on the fly, but you can absolutely upgrade in between missions. You simply go back to your lobby and you can go ahead and upgrade stuff.
How do you regain health?
It's Halo-esque. If you just wait.
Oh, you just recharge.
That being said, there's also health drops, which are very helpful when you're being surrounded by 30 or 40 melee units.
I want to play this game. I will just say that.
As you play the game, you get a bunch of upgrades, and you upgrade your stuff, and you pick up new weapons, you get new special abilities. You become more powerful through playing the game, which I really like.
I notice you are protecting the harvester.
It is not Orion.
Are you sure you're not protecting the harvester?
It is not Orion.
You sure look like you're protecting the harvester, though.
First off, this thing doesn't die after being hit one time.
Oh, that's a good point. And I notice you might be... Can you jump?
You can roll, and you can sprint.
This is Orion!
You cannot jump.
Because that was also top-down until we figured out you could go first person. Did Orion make this?
No. Totally different company.
Oh, okay. I noticed you healed your harvester, too. You can do that in Orion.
This isn't Orion. Let's stop talking about Orion.
Okay.
Because this isn't Orion. This is the same company that made Neverwinter, made Forsaken World, made Star Trek Online.
This is really cool. The combat seems kind of hard, actually.
It's super neat.
Like, there's a lot of enemies spawning in here.
Super neat. I liked this game so much. I wanted to play this in multiplayer, in co-op, and just play it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just kind of do that.
I notice they've got crits in there, too. Go RN Jesus! So what did the upgrade system look like?
So you can go through and select different cards that give you different functions and abilities. You can go through and upgrade your weapons, and as you do that, they become more powerful. They have a higher fire rate. They have a higher clip size.
I'm going to say that I would play this game.
Absolutely.
I would easily play this game.
Yeah, 100%. So there you go, guys. That is LiveLock.
If you like this game, go ahead and subscribe to us and see what else we got coming for you.
If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike, and we'll see you on the next one.